Restrictive is not being able to walk to the mailbox, not being able to walk my dogs. Uh, that's restrictive to me. And the darkness, the emotional, uh, it was so dark and I didn't realize that. I'm happy. I have energy and I'm happy. I can think. It comes quick.
Melanie, how did you find carnivore?
Well, the short answer is Jordan Peterson, and that was probably 7 years ago or something. And I really didn't think too much about it. I have been doing Atkins for since I was 12, and a very long time. Been doing the lean meat salad, and you know, basically that was it. And then when I wanted to treat myself, it's the stay on the Atkins for a while and then have your weekend or whatever with my sweets and whatever I wanted. But and then just I don't know how it came up on my feed, but Dr. Chafee, and he just caught my eye just being Dr. Chafee. So I listened to what he had to say, right? And that was it. That was it. I couldn't get enough. I'm pretty sure I've seen all of your videos, and Dr. Berry. This is how I found Carnivore, and I just started using everything that I learned like straight away. There was nothing negative about it at all. Like people get sick and keto flu or whatever it is, and like temptations. I had never had any of that. It just like almost like a God thing for me. Um, I started in March. That was my carnivore date. I've basically been pure carnivore ever since day one. I just feel so wonderful. Yeah.
So, wow. So, March 2024 to now. So, that's what March, April, May, June, July, August. So, about 6 months,
6 months? Okay.
right? So,
Yeah.
about 6 months. And, like, how has that changed? Because you've been doing Atkins for a long time. So, you're already kind of fat adapted. So, what changed for you?
Um, well, I'll start with my life story here. I was always chubby. Uh, in the family, I was like the chubby one and whatever. And it, I mean, from a very young age, I was just chubby. And I ate everything and did everything like everybody else. But for some reason, now I know it's the resistance or whatever. But so I done the Atkins. Um, I kept my weight down where I was healthy and stuff. I'm 62 now. I kept my weight where I was healthy and everything, and I was always hangry or whatever for many many decades. I had my great awakening around 2017. I know a lot of people woke up and had their awakening in 2020. I guess that's clear vision 2020. But with everything with the virus, and a lot of people woke up. Well, mine was in 2017. Um, during the Atkins, I ate salads, constantly eating salads. It was like my base, that and lean meat. That's basically the only thing I ate. And I found out about like the geoengineering, the glyphosates. There's nothing that is natural anymore because it's all in our atmosphere. It's on a nano scale. And I started learning this, and no wonder I was sick because like lettuce, broad, anything that's broadleaf is completely filled. You can't even wash the stuff off from all of the, for the bugs and fertilizer and just whatever is dangling in the air. So this is all in our bodies. It's on a nano scale, and it's very difficult to get out. But so that blew my world apart, that I knew for my entire life with my diet, because I couldn't eat salads anymore. And so I went for potatoes because they're grown under the earth. They don't get so much of the toxins from the air. And I ballooned up about 60 pounds. Couldn't get rid of it. I mean, my life was basically, it was destroyed. I couldn't breathe. This all took probably 5 years to just gain all of that weight. No matter what I did, it just wouldn't come off. It caused all kinds of problems. So finally, I found out that I was hyperthyroid. And I'm pretty sure I've been that for a really long time. But like my hair was falling out this whole 5 years, just from when I added the potatoes and switched out. It was coming, you know. I know it was coming. I ate a lot of fruit and whatever, but you know, my entire life. So I finally find out that it's my thyroid, but it didn't matter what I did. I still couldn't get the weight off. And I couldn't breathe with the weight. It was like I I couldn't breathe. I have degenerative disc disease, so I have a lot of pain in my back. I couldn't walk to the mailbox. I was like an 80-year-old, like a sick 80-year-old. And that's when I saw Dr. Chafee's face on YouTube and had to hear what he had to say. And I just really want to go into how wonderful. Okay, from the first day, I wake up the next day and I wasn't doing a whole lot, a little bit of sugar in my coffee in the morning, but definitely first thing in the morning, and milk. Um, and I didn't do that. I have my black coffee. I do drink coffee. I'm a carnivore who does drink coffee, but black. And went through my day with just the meat and the fat, ate fat first, and I really did enjoy eating that fat first off of my ribeye on the very first day. The next day I wake up and it's like I don't have that pain. It's not like it was. I've got, I don't know if it's a hammer toe or whatever. That's fixed now, but that didn't hurt me. I could breathe a little bit better, you know. But the very first day, I felt different. My mentals were different. Um, and then it just went on from there, just feeling better and better. I don't no longer have a hammer toe. It's straightened out and moved over where it's supposed to be. Um, I could talk about all the great effects. I can walk miles now, and I do. I take my little dogs for walks all the time. My hair is growing back. Uh, let me see. Um, I was diagnosed with stage 2 kidney disease, and that's reversed. It's fine now. IBS is gone, and I have high cholesterol, which is good for my joints. I need that. I'm trying to rebuild my hip. Um, what else? Um, my dogs are on carnivore also. My dogs are also on carnivore. The one started sooner than the other, and he looks so good. I mean, it works exactly the same way. He's always happy and stuff. I can't jump around like he does, but if I could, I would.
Like, how did you recognize the kidney disease went away?
I went to the doctor and got a test. It was about 2 months in on the carnivore diet. So, and it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And I didn't tell her. I told her I was doing keto, you know, because they like to hear keto, I guess. But
Was she surprised that it had reversed?
it's not like that. The healthcare system is just horrible, Dave. The first time I met this doctor, uh, no, they weren't surprised. They don't listen at all. I mean, they don't hear me at all. The first time I met this doctor a couple years ago, because my insurance, of course, you know, she got picked to be my doctor, got into an argument with me about stents in my heart. And I'm like, no, I'm not even on any medication. I've never had stents. In an actual argument. They just about my heart. And she looked at my daughter Like, am I crazy? Because she just knew I had stents. They just can't hear you. At least this is my experience with them. So yeah, I'm doing great. I would think that they would have quite a bit to say. You know, I was there. I just had my blood drawn about a week ago too. So, and I know I look like a different person. Everybody tells me I've lost 39 pounds, not trying at all. I mean, if I had to put a number on it pre-carnivore, because I've got so much muscle mass too, I've just transformed into a different person. I was sick for so long and just so sick for so long. And it's like, I'm me now. I'm me now.
What do people around you think?
Um, I'm the only one in my home besides the dogs that are carnivore. My sister's trying to do it, but she's having a tough time. Uh, my friends, nobody's on board with it, but they do see the difference in me. You know, there's a couple of them that want to do it, and I know they're just inspired because I was sick. I was just so sick. I didn't have life in me.
So how are you eating day to day?
My number one food, it's the red meat, and then eggs, occasionally bacon, butter. I don't know if I'll ever give up butter. It's like I have a couple pieces before we came on today, but a little bit my coffee here and there. But basically, it's 1 or 2 meals a day and almost 2 pounds of food a day. But most of the food that I eat is red meat. That's what I want is the red meat, and I'm totally satisfied with that. I get
Mm,
my fats, you know, as much fat as I need, which that's so foreign to me after, you
mm,
know, doing the high protein and low carb kind of way of life for so many years. But yeah, about almost
mm.
2 pounds of food every day. The intermittent fasting, I think, is a huge deal. I feel so differently when I do that. And it really comes naturally if you know, you can feel those cues that you're hunger or whatever. It's pretty easy to do the intermittent fast for me, anyways. And I feel so much different and better when I do that.
It really feels nice, right, to be at the stage where you can eat food and then you can go without food for a long period of time and not feel hungry at all, right?
It's a lot of freedom. It is a lot of freedom. Yeah, because food was like constant. It was a constant thing. How many times a day were we eating? You know, even count the snacking 6 times a day because I was always hungry. It didn't matter. I was always hungry. I got used to that feeling. You know, and it's not the hunger that I feel today, like for the meat. Um, it's a sick kind of feeling, actually, the hunger that I had before because I never really felt full. You know, from what I ate. Bloated maybe, but not full. Now I'm full now. Full now. Yeah.
Yeah, that I mean, and that's the real difference between the two ways of eating. The regular way of eating and carnivore is you either feel bloated or you feel satiated.
Right.
The
Right.
it and there's no comparison to which one feels better, right?
It fills a hole in your heart and your soul too.
This is it for you. There's no going back. It's carnivore for life.
Never. I'll never go back. I'll never go back. No, this is so easy. There would have to be some real bad stuff going on, like the grocery stores and the farmers or a tornado, something. It would have to take something like a hurricane to make me stop. I don't want to feel that way again. I just don't. And I'll always remember the way I felt. You don't forget that, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you are at the grocery store, do people give you funny looks because you've got like your cart full of meat?
You know, you had old guy Carnivore on. I watch his channel and I left a message that I bet you get hit on all the time in the meat department, because I got hit on for the first time, and I couldn't tell you how many years at the meat department. So I told him when I go to Florida, I'm gonna be looking for him in the meat department. No, to answer your question, no, I think like I go to the little markets where I live out here in the boondocks, and they know me in the store. So that's all I ever get now is the meat. And they know I'm carnivore, but they're not ready for anything like that right now. So I look at other people's carts. It
And
breaks
how
my
does
heart.
that make you feel? Yeah.
Very sad. It makes me feel sad. The answer is right there in front of you, and it's so easy. It's just so easy. Um, I was half dead. I really, I wanted to either have it over with or get better. And nothing was going to make me better. Nothing was going to make me better. They tried to give me all kinds of medicines, high blood pressure medicine, the statin. I don't even know what else, but the healthcare system that I'm with is notorious. Well, they all like to write prescriptions. But I was either ready to, I'm dying here and let's get it over with, or something's going to have to happen. And that's when I found this. That's when I found this. Yeah.
Yeah. It's especially sad for when you see people kind of loading up their carts with all the boxed cereal and all this kind of thing, because in reality, they think they're doing the right thing because they've just been
Yeah.
listening to these marketing messages all their life, right? So it's like,
Right.
it's no cholesterol in this, or it's low fat or something, and they think, "Okay, so I'm gonna get thin one day."
Yeah. Right. And it's until you get sick. I think with me, when the thyroid finally did whatever it did, and the weight just was piling on me. I'm glad I wasn't sicker when I found it. I do need to show my blessings and let everybody know that I am so grateful that I did find it when I did, because it could have been so much worse. But I see the sick people. It was about the store we were talking about. I see the sick people in the store, and I can almost diagnose them with what's wrong. And I don't think that they know, because they're not sick enough yet to go, or they don't feel sick enough yet. But I don't know how old are our kids going to live? Their generation. How old? Old age used to be. I was born in '62. People lived well into their 80s. I remember that, um, and older. How old are the kids going to be in the next generation? I just don't see how there can be an existence the way things are.
Yeah, I mean, when kids are getting fatty liver disease, it's pretty scary, right?
Right.
Melanie, how would you recommend someone get started with carnivore? What would your advice be if someone was open to the idea of doing it?
Um, Start doing your research. Just start doing your research. Go online, watch the YouTubers, start with the shorts if you can't digest all of this at once, because it is a lot. But it's worth it, and it is the most simple diet there is. Straight to the meat department, and that's about it. Water, but start doing your research. Start doing your research and give it a try, because everybody has their own journey. I like listening to Kelly Hogan for the girls. She's wonderful. She's a great person. Everybody in the carnivore is wonderful people. But go ahead and meet some of these people online and watch their videos. It's worth the effort. It's worth the effort. Yeah.
Nice. So, how would you answer the criticism of carnivore that it's too restrictive?
Um, Restrictive is not being able to walk to the mailbox, not being able to walk my dogs. Uh, that's restrictive to me. And the darkness, the emotional, uh, It was so dark and I didn't realize that. I'm happy. I have energy and I'm happy. I can think. It comes quick. It really comes quick. For me, it came quick.
Yeah, nice. So, Melanie, do you have any way to reach out to you if people want to get in contact? Any social media or anything?
No, I just my email. I am going to start some social media though, because everybody needs to know about this. Look what you're doing. Look what you're doing. You guys go ahead. It's so simple. Just shoot him an email and he'll get right back to you. Do your interview on the Dave Mack show.
Yes. Well, I'll include your email in the show notes if that's
Thank you.
yeah, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story, Melanie. Really appreciate your time.
Anybody that wants to reach out, I'll be sure to keep an eye on my email.